Hey there, I'm John. It's lovely to see you. I just thought, since I've just come back to England after a couple of months away in India, and I've got a new job as the project coordinator for the Royal Literary Fund and Writers' Mosaic in the north of England, which is all literature and books, of course, that I would share with you my current reading pile. And if you feel like sharing yours in the comments, I would love that. I've got this massive pile of books, mostly for pleasure, which is fantastic. And I thought this would be a really nice video to relaunch the book club that I used to do on YouTube. But I may share this on TikTok as well. So I just wanted to just go through a book pile with you, really. And so a writer I've been reading more recently, and somebody recommended this book to me just the other day, and so I'm going to get into this really soon, is The Years by Annie Ernaux. So I don't know if you've read her. I've been really enjoying her. I've just read A Woman's Story very recently and absolutely love that. And I'm told that this is the best one. I'm a huge Andy Warhol fan. And so I've been thinking about, because interestingly, within sort of Andy's life, he came up with the ideas for 3 or 4 books. I think 3 of which actually made it out into the world. Or there's the America book, which is photographs, but actual books of text. There was a novel, which I'm trying to find a copy of. It doesn't seem that easy to get. There is the Philosophy of Andy Warhol from A to B, which is absolutely fantastic. And there is the diaries, which he conceived of, but that didn't come out in his lifetime. So I have the diaries. Look at the size of that thing. So I've actually made a start on that, and it's very, very funny a lot of the time, and fantastic. I love Warhol very much. Then sort of spiritually, I picked this up the other day. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. This is The Precious Treasury of Pith Instructions by Longchenpa. He was a 14th century Dzogchen master. And this is absolutely incredible. And it's all just like groups of 6 things of how to kind of actually sort of deal with the situations that you're in if you're a spiritual practitioner. Cannot recommend it highly enough. And yet I would also shy back slightly from it, because I'm a meditation teacher too, or maybe you don't know that, but I've been a meditation teacher most of my life. So literature and meditation going hand in hand. For some people, they won't be ready for it, for what is in here, because it is actually rather challenging around kind of views and things that we hold, that we take as being self-evident, and he just literally wants to kind of pull the carpet out from under those. Something that came in my post box the other day, or was sent for me, or to me to have a look at, is this, which is a new collection of poetry from Oxford University Press. And it is compiled and edited by Maniza Shamsi, who you might know, the author Camilla Shamsi. Maniza is her mum. And it's called In the New Century, an anthology of Pakistani literature in English. So I'm really looking forward to tucking into that. And you might not know that I, besides literature, I am an absolute sort of photography buff. I absolutely love my camera and taking photos, but I just do that as a joy for myself. And I found myself in London last weekend. We had an event at the British Library for Malcolm X's 100th birthday, and I'm going to be staging one in Birmingham later in the year, in October, I think, but operating with a different sort of idea behind it. But I wandered into I can never say this, the Deutsche Börse Photography Foundation Prize 2025. So I ended up picking up this catalogue for it. And the 4 photographers featured are Christina de Medel, Rahim Fortune, fantastic, Tara Krajniak, fantastic, and Lindokule Sobekwa, and I'm going to have said that wrong. I know I am. In fact, all 4 photographers, Christina de Medel as well, her kind of Mexican photographs are just absolutely, I mean, just life-changing stuff to see. So if you're in London, actually, and I think it's on for a good while, the Photographer's Gallery it's on at, go and have a look at that. So I was so moved by some of this that I actually picked up Linda Quilley's Sobequa's own book, which is called I Carry Her Photograph With Me. I Carry Her Photo With Me. He, when he was young, his sister, who was 13 and he was 7, he and his sister had one of those kind of, childhood fights, teenage childhood fights. And she was chasing him. He went running out of the house and he got hit by a car. And his sister, in the kind of the guilt and the shame of that, disappeared, ran away. And they didn't find her for 10 years. And one day he was going through his mum's drawer, I think it was, he found a family photo, and where his sister's face would have been, it was cut out, so the picture wasn't there. So he set off on a kind of odyssey to find his sister, and that's what this book is. But unfortunately, she wouldn't let him photograph her when he did find her, in a kind of poor area, kind of shanty sort of area, and or a kind of hostel in a poor area, and she died soon after. She was very ill, and she died soon after. And I lost my own sister about 18 months ago. My sister killed herself, and I've not been able to really talk about it. And there was something about this work that helped me resolve something somehow deep inside me. So while it's a book of photographs, I mean, it really is something, you know. And so what he's doing is he's kind of looking for his sister in the faces of his friends, in his relationship with his mother, and so on, and trying to find sort of the essence of her in that. It's such an incredible book. I mean, I shouldn't, being an arts professional, darling, shouldn't say who I hope wins a competition, but I think you might know who I think has won or should win. And then, just for my own joy, I also picked up another one of my heroes, Dado Moriyama's book, How I Take Photographs. So it's a series of walks with Dado Moriyama, the great Japanese photographer, and he talks through his process of each of the walks that he goes on, and what he's actually looking for, and the resonances in his body and so on. And I got a postcard, because they've got a print sale on of Moriyama's work at the Photographer's Gallery, starting at £1,250 per photograph. So I bought a postcard for 90p. So there you go. So that's my reading pile. It's not small. Look at the size of this. Oh, the weight of that. So that's what I'm going to wade through over the next little while. Do share with me what you're reading. I'd love to hear. And as I get further into this new job, the meditation stuff and the spiritual stuff, that's not going anywhere. But one does have to make a living as well to survive in this world. And the meditation side just doesn't sort of cover, having a physical body and a family and a home. So I'm very blessed in that I have this very beautiful work as well, involving literature, which I truly love, and the arts, and it's an opportunity to really support arts and literature at the highest level in the UK, not just by money, but by actually sort of bringing things together and creating events and so on as well that benefit both the public in the best possible sense of the word, and the reader, and the artist, the writer too. Anyway, lots of love to you, and I'll see you really soon, I hope. Take care.